The area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees. Every size, shape, and color. And plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Selling your home? Insist on a 3D showcase tour from Gulf Shores Realty. Virtual tours are flat and boring and look more like a slideshow than a tour. A 3D tour from Gulf Shores Realty is like actually walking through the home without the drive. Get instant access to your next home from any device. Multiple views give homebuyers a perspective like no other. For a limited time, mention ABC7 and Gulf Shores Realty will provide a complimentary 3D tour with your new listing.
And good morning to you. It's 5:25. And are you a Facebook Messenger fan? Or do you spend a good portion of your day using the app? Well, get ready for lots more fun.
Ooh, lots more fun, yeah, because the company is releasing arcade games, a new feature in their popular app. ABC's Kenneth Gibson and Diane Macedo have the details.
In today's Tech Bites, let the games begin. Facebook has added instant games to Messenger.
Oh, you can now use the chat app for one-on-one action with Pac-Man, Galaga, and much, much more. Even challenge your friends and show off your scores.
Google, in the meantime, has updated its time-lapse feature for several cities and landmarks, adding new data going back to 1984. This is a time-lapse for Dubai in '84 and today. Fascinating. You can also see how Antarctica has changed, as well as London and New York.
And from high-tech to a decidedly low-tech gift idea, this is the Fondoodler. Basically, it's a hot glue gun, but for cheese.
This is low tech. You load it with cheese, which it melts, and then squirt the liquid cheese onto crackers or chips. A low tech device, no matter how you slice it.
But think about how much better everything is with cheese.
That is where the technology genius
It's going on my wish list this year. Those are your Tech Bites.
Bites in tech.
Tech Bites, brought to you by Cottonelle.
Cottonelle asked real people about cleaning their bums.
What?
What does Clean Ripple Texture do?
Catches all the stuff that you want to get out.
This is really nice. This one is like, it goes the extra step.
It's it, all clean.
How does being clean feel?
Kind of sassy.
Breezy.
Hands up. Whee!
My bum is saying thank you very much.
Clean Ripple Texture is designed to clean better. Go Cottonelle, go Commando.
Eucerin has been solving dry skin problems for over 100 years. Discover Eucerin Advanced Repair. It moisturizes dry, itchy, rough skin for immediate relief and proven 48-hour moisture. For healthier looking skin, look for Eucerin, now in the red cap.
Hurricane season is here. We'll make sure you're prepared. Watch our hurricane special on our ABC7 app and all our live streaming platforms.
Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Roku.
Attention. This is an important message for anyone who has taken Xarelto or Pradaxa. If you or a loved one took the blood thinner medication Xarelto or Pradaxa and was then hospitalized for internal bleeding, you may be entitled to significant compensation. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to serious, even fatal internal bleeding. If you suffered a stroke, heart attack, or serious internal bleeding, or if a loved one died after taking Xarelto or Pradaxa, call us now. Our network of attorneys have years of experience fighting the big pharmaceutical companies and is ready to fight for you. Potential claims are being reviewed for users of Xarelto or Pradaxa who have suffered severe bleeding or hemorrhaging, stroke, or even death. Our network of experienced attorneys is ready to fight for you. You won't pay a thing unless your case is settled. Call today for a free confidential consultation. Don't fight this alone.
Please call 800-928-6604. That is 800-928-6604.
Holiday scratch-offs are here, and oh, they make great surprises. Imagine the joy they will bring. With over $126 million in prizes, use them for a wreath or a place card for your feast. Attach them, scratch them, and let the magic happen. Holiday scratch-offs. The Florida Lottery has them. Just imagine.
During the past 10 years, Tidewell Hospice volunteers have provided more than 1 million hours of service. They sit with patients, giving caregivers a break. They work in offices. They take their furry friends on pet therapy visits. They even clown around. Every task performed by a volunteer makes a difference in the lives of our patients and their families. Join Tidewell's volunteer team. They're truly 1 in a million. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Black Friday's biggest deals are still here. That's right, the Black Friday sales event is going strong at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Come shop the area's largest selection of new Jeep Wranglers, or check out the stylish new Jeep Renegade, starting at just $16,999. Stop by today and drive away in a brand new Jeep Patriot for just $14,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota today.
What makes America's #1 beach even better? How about seafood and music? Don't miss the Siesta Beach Seafood and Music Festival happening Saturday and Sunday, December 3rd and 4th from 10 to 6 p.m. Savor mouth-watering Florida Gulf Coast seafood dishes by top restaurants and chefs while you enjoy great live music from some of Florida's top musical groups. So grab your family and friends at the Siesta Beach Seafood and Music Festival December 3rd and 4th. For more information, visit seafoodfestivals.com.
Breaking overnight, at least 3 people killed and many others injured by tornadoes in Alabama. We'll have the latest.
Investigators still trying to determine what caused a Colombian airplane to go down, killing most of a Brazilian soccer team.
And President-elect Donald Trump continues to announce new members of his administration, causing concerns by many on social media.
Live from the ABC 7 studios, this is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
And welcome back. I'm Bobeth Yates.
And along with John Scalzi, I'm Don Brennan. Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday morning. And whew, there's a lot going on in the world right now. Not all of it good, John.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You hate to hear any time of a storm doing damage to property, but your heart just sinks when there are fatalities involved. And such was the case overnight. The threat is ongoing, actually, in parts of Alabama, northeast Alabama, where there have been tornadoes on the ground this morning. There have there's tornado watches issued for a large swath of the deep south, right straight through about 11 o'clock this morning, and they'll probably be extended on later than that. The good news is that within this general storm structure, there is some fairly heavy rain falling over those wildfires that are in Tennessee. So hopefully there's some good to come out of some of this.
We'll hope so.
Yes. That same storm system will actually be bringing a cold front our way tomorrow. We'll be talking about that in just a few minutes. There is some patchy fog out there. Those areas indicated in yellow, that little spotty yellow up to the north, that is actually visibility limiting fog that could produce slowdown on roadways. But there is some patchy fog in between those visibilities, recording in at 10 miles right now. And some of that could actually cause you to reduce speed on the highways, particularly in inland areas. No rain falling across the Sun Coast, and daytime highs today will top out near the 80-degree mark with little chance of rainfall today. That may change tomorrow, however. What you got on the roadways?
Nice tease, John. All right, well, volume's starting to pick up in Manatee County, but not by much, and it's not causing any problems. Everything is sailing along at this point, and as you head down into Sarasota County, the same is holding true there. No accidents or delays in Sarasota, the city of Sarasota, and the rest of the county is looking pretty good as well, thankfully.
Well, developing overnight, people have been killed as a line of storms and possible tornadoes move across northern Alabama.
Reportedly, the 3 killed were all in a mobile home in Rosalie in northeast Alabama. There have also been a number of other injuries reported. 16 to 20 structures in Jackson County have been destroyed, and there have been multiple reports of possible tornadoes across several counties in northern Alabama and southern Tennessee.
Meanwhile, the blazing wildfires in Tennessee have turned deadly.
3 people have been killed there and a dozen others have been injured. The fire is spreading so rapidly, forcing thousands to leave their homes. It has been a devastating 24 hours across the state of Tennessee. The wildfire is burning near Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, causing massive destruction. So far, at least 150 buildings have been wiped out by the flames, including iconic homes and a resort as well. Wildfires have been burning for several weeks across the drought-stricken South, but as John said, rain is falling now, and hopefully that will help.
But the devastating effect of the fires spread beyond the state of Tennessee. People right here on the Suncoast saying they're concerned. One local couple says they fear their home near the danger zone, and they told ABC7 a neighbor called to deliver the bad news.
Because of the high winds during the night, which he said reached approximately 100 miles an hour, that the skirting around my park model had blown away.
The Eason family adds their neighbors also reported significant damage nearby, creeping closer to 2 miles away from their home. Now the world is mourning the loss of the Chacapani football team after a plane goes down in Colombia.
The unspeakable tragedy prompting 3 days of official mourning for athletes, and the team rose from relative obscurity, making their way into the finals of the major tournament. But that fairy tale was short-lived. A devastating plane crash claiming the lives of most of the team. In Brazil, there will be 3 days of official mourning, as I said, and all football matches have been suspended for a week. 71 people in total died in the crash. In a tear-jerking video just a few days ago, the soccer team surprised their teammate with a gift. One of the teammates with baby boots and the news that he was to become a new dad. You see, the joy and elation showed when Thiguinho read that he and his wife Graciela were to be parents. Look at this, he's just finding out. It's heartrending. In fact, the whole team shared in that joy, making it more emotional. They all got so into it, and Thiguinho was one of the 71 killed. Just before the plane crash, teammates made the video and say they were arriving in Colombia. The team was traveling in the finals of the Copa Sudamerica, and the goal by Thiguinho put them into the finals. He was just 22 years old. And the death of dictator Fidel Castro continues to affect the country of Cuba.
Overnight, more than a dozen speakers addressed the crowd in Havana, paying tribute to the both loved and hated former leader. ABC's Marcia Gonzalez has the details.
In the crowd of thousands, beneath waving Cuban flags, tear-streaked faces at this massive memorial rally honoring Fidel Castro.
Fidel is an example for me. I love that man.
His brother, Cuba's current president Raul Castro, on stage in Havana's historic Revolution Square, joined by more than 20 world leaders. Those who spoke and many in the crowd praising the 90-year-old who died Friday, reflecting on what they see as the legacy of his nearly half a century in power.
It's our big father, you know. It's was a great teacher.
With no acknowledgement of his regime's oppressive practices and human rights abuses reported to this day. This woman saying her father was just beaten and thrown in jail in Cuba for not paying tribute to Castro at this public memorial. Now the memorial is continuing as the caravan carrying Castro's ashes begins its trek across the country ahead of a private funeral on Sunday. Marcia Gonzalez, ABC News, Havana.
And a husband coming to the aid or rescue of his wife as chilling new details coming out in the case of the California mom who was kidnapped and held captive for weeks.
After vanishing for 3 weeks and being found on Thanksgiving, the mom confirming brutal captive conditions. 34-year-old Cherie Papini told law enforcement officers that her captors branded her. Her husband Keith added that her face was covered in bruises and the bridge of her nose was broken. Her body was